Good morning. My name is Ed Sadler, and I'm the Vice President West of the Pennsylvania Federation of Sportsmen and Conservationists. We're here today at Pennsylvania State Game Land 42 to talk to you a little bit about what's currently going on with the Federation and with the commissions and what's happening in Harrisburg. This is our first in a series of events that we're going to do to try to get our members to be able to get some information quickly and accurately as to what's happening in our outdoors world. Let us start with legislation. The things that are currently going on in Harrisburg so far this year are, number one, the Federation, as the state's largest NGO, was encouraged and requested to attend an informational meeting with the Pennsylvania House Game and Fisheries Committee on the topic of the Saturday versus Monday deer opener. At that meeting, our legislative liaison, Mike Kreiner, spoke to the fact that the Federation supports additional opportunities for our sportsmen in the state, and also that we believe that seasons and bag limits should be and continue to be handled by the Pennsylvania Game Commission and not the legislature. Senate Bill 67 was introduced in the last week to 2 weeks by Senator Dan Laughlin. That is a reintroduction of a bill from the last session that eliminates the prohibition of Sunday hunting. There's a lot of support for this bill in both the House and Senate and with the sportsmen in the state of Pennsylvania, and we expect to see this bill move forward out of committee in the next month to 2 months. The other thing is House Bill 103, sponsored by State Rep Anita Kulik, is designed to provide penalties for the owners of watercraft that leave those boats abandoned on our state waterways. We expect to see this move forward in short order and get out of the House Committee and over to the Senate. On the topic of the Pennsylvania Fish Commission, the quarterly meeting of the Fish Commission will be held on April 28th and 29th in Harrisburg. Youth Fishing Day is scheduled for March 29th. That is from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. All youth must have a mentored youth permit or a voluntary youth fishing license, and their mentor must have a fishing license. Anglers 16 and older must have a current Pennsylvania fishing license and a trout stamp. And as a reminder, the youth fishing that day, the kids can only keep 2 trout as a maximum number of caught fish. Our regular trout season opens April 5th at 8 a.m. There is a stocking schedule out there. You can find that on the Pennsylvania Fish Commission website, or go see your state representative. They should have those in their offices. One other note that we were asked to pass forward is if you're in a boat 16 feet or under through the end of April, you are required at all times to be wearing a life jacket. It's very important. Please pay attention to that. It's due to the cold water and the ability to get hypothermia real quick if you end up in the water. Pennsylvania Game Commission. The quarterly meeting of the Game Commission is April 12th and 13th in Harrisburg. The big topics there will be final approval of seasons and bag limits for the 25-26 hunting seasons, and also the approval of the new Ag Tag program, which is designed to help farmers get rid of their deer problems they're currently having and protect their crops. So there'll be more to come on that once that's finalized. PFSC updates. We have 2 new member clubs so far this year. That's Pitcairn and Monroeville out of Allegheny County, and the Youngwood Sportsmen out of Westmoreland County. We currently have a membership drive going on through April the 5th. Anyone who renews, or any clubs that renew, their renewal stuff will be put into a drawing for either a Tacticam Pro Series recording setup, a handgun, or a rifle would be your choice. So you get through that and get that done by April the 5th. Our monthly newsletter has just been mailed out. That comes out electronically to all of our members and all of our member clubs. We would encourage you to look at that. There's a lot of information on there dealing with not only these type of updates, but also all the legislative stuff that's going on. You can get that through your club's Facebook page potentially. You'd have to check with your officers. It may be on their website, and if you can't find that at any of those places, you can always, of course, get it on the PFSC website. Our quarterly lantern is coming out later this month. That's our quarterly publication, which has all the information and reports from our officers, as well as the Pennsylvania Game Commission, Fish Commission, DCNR, and the Director of the Government Relations. So all that information will be out in our quarterly meeting, or our quarterly lantern, I apologize. And from there, look at that stuff. There's a lot of good information. Again, this is the first attempt at doing this. You know, I apologize for it being a little bit off. We'll get better as we go on, but this is just us talking to you and trying to provide you with any information that we can. If you have any suggestions, please reach out to either your club delegates or anyone on the PFSC Board of Directors. Thank you very much.